Okay, today I'm going to do palettes. Truthfully, I don't know how many palettes I'll actually get rid of. Well, I have a lot of drugstore, like, little palettes, quads and singles and that kind of thing. Most of what I have in here is the more expensive stuff, so I may not get rid of things, but I do have 3 of these large drawers here and one small one that has like homemade sort of palette kind of things. So I might get rid of something. But I don't know how much it's going to be. Okay, and I'll go through these quickly so that if I keep them, I'm not going to, necessarily name everything. So I have these 2 Hello Kitties I'm keeping. I have these Lime Crime ones that I'm keeping. All the nakeds and the smoked. The Too Faced ones. This is an M Life Palette sample with just those ones down there. And that lip color. And then I have the 2 holiday palettes from last year, so I'm going to keep those. And Tokidoki I'm going to keep. Random palettes, the Beautiful Creatures from Pure Minerals, this Tarte one, and the Kat Von D. Okay, and these actually probably should have been in the little palette section. I actually do really like this Pop one. I don't like how they're so tiny, but I actually really like, especially these colors over on this side, so I'm going to keep that. This is my one and only Lancome palette, so I am going to keep that. Okay, I am going to keep these Charlotte Ronson ones and this Buxom one right here. This is also Buxom. It's these cream, like moussey kind that they have. And I am going to keep these 2 Bare Minerals ones. I like the rubberized packaging. It's so dirty, so I kind of hate when companies use it. This Go palette Cairo from Coastal Scents. I just got this in one of the bags or boxes. So my last 2 in here are Avon. So let me check those out. I think I know I definitely really like the Caribbean Sunset Quad. It looks like this, and that is really, really pretty, and I do like the shadow, so I am going to keep that one. This one is that, and I actually really like this one too, so I'm going to keep that one. Okay, this is drawer 2. Again, not sure how many I'm going to get rid of. They're mostly higher end ones, but I never know. So I do have the Stila Garden Bliss. It looks like this. I do like this, but it's neutral with pink blush. And if you saw my declutter blush drawer, I have a lot of it. I probably have a color just like this. So I will go ahead and pass that on. Okay, the Urban Decay Vice palette. This is the Urban Decay 15th anniversary. The Balm Jovi palette from the Balm. I did get this recently. Okay, this one's Jessie's Girl, and it's baked eyeshadows like this. I didn't really like the baked eyeshadow that I got, and I think maybe Ipsy this past time. I don't remember these being bad, but if you can tell, I have a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and pass that on. I have the Anastasia Catwalk palette. This e.l.f. palette, so I'm going to get rid of that. I think one time I ordered on e.l.f. and they gave me like a sample bag. You know how they do like those free sample bag kind of things where they give you a bunch of products? I think that came in this, so I'm not even sure. I might have swatched them. And they weren't bad. But, again, lots of stuff. And if I really want e.l.f. again, I can buy it. Okay, and I have this Too Faced In Your Dreams palette. Another Tokidoki set, and I think this is actually 3 little palettes in one. Urban Decay, Book of Shadows, something or other. Coastal Scents 88 eyeshadow palette. And I actually dropped this and that one broke, so it's kind of over there. But that was the only one that did. Some of them got a little messy though. I might just go ahead and pass this on because I can't even remember the last time I've opened it. And I have this one called Cameo. It looks like this. It has some blushes and all that. And I did drop this one as well, so it broke right there. I'm going to keep this one. This one's actually one my sister gave me, so I'm going to hold on to that. Then I have the Tarte for True Blood, the Sigma Paris, and the Pantone and Sephora palette. It's kind of cool. It looks like a laptop. And the box it came in was like a laptop box, but I'm going to keep that one. Okay, and this is the 3rd drawer of palettes. And these are all the smaller types. So I'm definitely going to get rid of these 2 things. I don't even think I'll give them to anyone. They're like this. And they have some cream shadows. I might check these out and depot some of the ones that I like, because they do have some good colors. I actually particularly like this one here. But overall, they're kind of meh. Got them from Claire's. This one's not any good at all. I might take some of the colors out of this one. But I'm going to get rid of that one. Then I have the Oz palettes. Kat Von D, Kat Von D. This one is the Skylark palette. And I actually really liked this except for that blue down there. And I particularly like the ember color, but other than that blue, I actually really liked this palette. The Nude Tude, I'm going to keep that one. This is the Too Faced Return of Sexy, so I'm going to keep that. Stila in the Garden. I kind of forgot that I had this, but I really do like these colors. The NYX Dark Shadows thing is like this. Did it have stuff on the other side or pull out or something? And it had all these things. I did take out, I think it was like the primer sample and some other sample right there, but I loathe this movie. I am a super huge fan of the old series, even the reboot they did in the 90s, and this movie was dreadful. And this palette wasn't all that good either, so I'm going to get rid of that. Then I have the Smashbox Shades of Fame. I'm going to keep that. And I have this little thing. I think I got this for Christmas from someone. I'm going to go ahead and pass that on. I'm not sure I ever swatched it or used it or anything like that. And I have the Sleek makeup in the Caribbean collection. And it looks like this. Part of me wants us to keep this because I did go through the trouble of getting it on eBay. But a lot of these colors are the same kind of colors that Sugar Pill has, and they are so much better than this, so I am probably going to go ahead and pass that on. I have another Sleek palette, and this is the Au Naturel palette. And it looks like this. I don't even think I've swatched this. Those don't look like they've been swatched at all. So I am going to hold on to that. Somehow, having like 1,000 nude palettes doesn't seem as weird as having 3 bright colored palettes that have the same colors in them. So I'm going to hold on to that one. Then I'm going to hold on to this Hello Kitty Pretty. It's called Hello Pretty palette from Hello Kitty. Outside of that first set of Hello Kitty palettes that were really shitty, I actually enjoyed the Hello Kitty stuff. And this is the Be Discovered from Smashbox. Benefit World Famous. Not all that good actually, so I'm gonna pass that on. And this is the the Annie collection from Benefit. And I'm going to keep this one. I thought this one was better. Though I forgot that I had it. So. I have the 3 Shady Ladies from the Balm. Found these at TJ Maxx. So I'm going to keep those. A ton of Too Faced right here. So, and I am going to keep all these. This is the Urban Decay Mariposa palette, and I'm going to keep that. And I have the Sephora palette, and it's the Colorful Artist palette, and maybe it was on sale. I don't know why I would have gotten it otherwise. But I'm going to go ahead and pass that on. Then I have these Urban Decay palettes. This this is the black palette, the deluxe palette, and the one with the little skull on it. Now I did like this Stila, the Living the Life in Laguna. I did like this Stila palette, so I am going to keep this one. I think I've gotten rid of every other little Stila one like that I have. The Meat Matte Nude. Let me set that aside and think about it. Then I have the Sugar Pill palettes here that have, you know, similar colors to the ones that were in that Sleek palette. So, and I like these so much, so I'm going to keep those. Let's see, I have the Too Faced Matte Eyes and the Too Faced, and the Meat Matte Nude. I just want to see if there's enough difference to keep both of them. I guess I will for now, because some of them look different. These have a lot more darker colors. Some of them are the same, like these grays are the same, the browns are the same, all that. But these do have some colors that, you know, I think I might like more than what's in here, and this one has more some that I like that's more in here, so I'm going to keep both of them for now. Okay, and this is kind of a junk drawer kind of stuff. I have a lot of samples, but I have these kind of things in it, so I'm going to go through these and just move this other stuff out of the way. Okay, and this is a completely unused MAC palette. It's the Pro Palette Large that I meant to move some of this other stuff into and just haven't. And an empty quad. I have the Coastal Scents. I think I'm going to keep all these. This is one of the ones where you can buy the little pots and your own palette and do that. So I'm going to keep all those. And this is the Urban Decay. And this is the Urban Decay one that came with the Walk of Shame, and I'm going to keep all those. This kind of thing, you know, where you actually have to buy the individual ones, you know, I'm less likely to get rid of it. This right here was something that I made with a CD case and magnets, and it's got these two mark shadows. I think I'm going to keep those too. These ones right here I got, I don't know where this little case from it is. I don't think it's a Z palette. I don't know where I got it. These ones were from Stila. I'm going to keep those. And these actually are not all MAC. They have some, like, oh, this is the one I'm going to be going through. I broke this matte palette taking out the little thing just to get more space, but then I didn't really use it. So I have some CoverGirl Wet n Wild, something right there, these ones right here. And I did take the time to put the names on the back, so let me see. I'm probably going to get rid of the Wet n Wild ones. I don't really use those. The CoverGirl. This is CoverGirl from the Firecracker palette. This one here is Jane Champagne. I think these other small ones then must be Jane from the same quad. That one's CoverGirl Firecracker. I think this one's CoverGirl Firecracker too. Yeah. I think the only ones I'm going to look at are these ones up here. I guess I'm going to get rid of the other ones. This one is that Jasmine LaBelle eyeshadow in Bloom. This was like super cheap from like the holiday like $1 to $5 bin at Ulta, but it's actually a really nice light purple. So I'm going to keep this one. This is I Have a Headache from NYX. This one is Jete. Guess that's from MAC. This one is Guacamole from MAC. This one is ABC Gum from Urban Decay. And this one is El Dorado from Urban Decay. These, I think, are all the old Urban Decay ones. And I just depotted all those. They're pretty much the same size as the MAC ones. They're slightly off, so they, for some reason, won't fit in the quad. But they will fit in the other palette from MAC. So I'm going to keep those. Okay, and the rest of these palettes are a mixture of MAC, Urban Decay, and those little e.l.f. ones. I think there might possibly be another NYX matte one in there, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep all these for now. Even the e.l.f. ones, because they're actually pretty good for what they are. And I did decide to keep these ones over here because actually, when I looked at them again, I did like those colors. And I kept this one. It's a CoverGirl Snow Blossom. And it's a good highlight color. So, that is everything here for my palettes. Okay, and that is everything for my palettes. I have a few, like the Vice 3 that I just got, a couple of the Disney ones and all that I actually have out kind of like on display, or, you know, I just got that I'm not going to include in this. But that is everything that I had to go through. Okay, and these are all the palettes I am passing on. These are the two things that I'm getting rid of. Hopefully this video is not a million years long, but I did want to try to just shove it all in one. I will be back. I've only got single eyeshadows left and lipsticks left. So I'll be back for those. See ya. Bye.